So I went and did a thing. Basically, I went and caught all my encounters that I purposely missed because I just didn't care about catching more Pokemon because I thought I had a good team. So I just kind of repelled my way through every area. But now I'm just gonna catch all the Pokemon, and amongst one of these Pokemon is the legendary Pokemon Lunala, and I was like, it's level 60, it's not above the level cap being level 60, because a champion How is highest Pokemon is level 60, but also I have a rule, I can't go above level 60 anywhere in the Elite Four. So if a Pokemon goes above level 60, then obviously it is off limits. So this Lunala has been used very scarcely in the Elite Four itself, and obviously it can go crazy in the champion fight if I can bring it there, of course. Maybe I use it as sacrifice, not sure yet. But let's move on. There's this cute little cutscene with Primarina. For some reason, not for some reason, Kukuyo acknowledges you have Lunala in your party. We battle Molayne first, he leads with a Clef Key. I go for Brick Break because this thing will set up Reflect, which is really annoying. So I go for a couple of Brick Breaks. I don't really care about the Thunder Waves or Spikes that this thing can do. I just spam Brick Break until I can take down the Clef Key. Most importantly, that Reflect should not be up. Next Pokemon is the Metagross because it thinks it can come and take me out in Zen Headbutt, but I switch into my Alolan Muck. To absorb the hit with a Dark type move, I go for another Crunch and take it out. Next Pokemon is Alolan Dugtrio. It will go for a Ground type move, so I switch into my Skarmory for the immunity. And then set up my Spikes and use up all of its Sucker Punch PP by just spamming Spikes. This is also important because I need to break Magnezone sturdy. I then spam Night Slash as neutral damage, and this is also necessary because critical hits is like cool and all, but I need Skarmory to stay in basically. I then switch into my Mudstail. Sturdy is now broken. I can take an attack and then go for an Earthquake, taking down the Magnezone. His last Pokemon is a Bisharp. I can switch into my Primarina. I can always live one hit and I'll always be faster than this Bisharp. Therefore, the Bisharp goes down to a Sparkling Aria. Next battle is against Olivia. She leads with her Armaldo, I lead with my Primarina. I go for a single Sparkling Aria and take it down in one hit. Her next Pokemon is a Cradily. I switch into my Beware while it goes for Rock Tomb, not doing a lot of damage. I go for Brick Break while it goes for Energy Ball. Another Brick Break will take it down, but it does set up Stealth Rock. It then switches into its Midnight Lycanroc. I go for Baby Doll Eyes. I know this thing has counter, so I can't really attack it. I ideally wanted Primarina to be against this thing, so it can use counter, but I decided to just use my Baby Doll Eyes and then switch into my Primarina. This thing goes for Z move, but this thing is minus 3 attack thanks to Baby Doll Eyes, so that Lycanroc can do a lot of damage to us. We take it out. Next Pokemon is a Gigalith. I switch into my Mudstail and then go for an Earthquake, doing a lot of damage. It's a 2-hit KO. We're able to live a couple of attacks. My second Earthquake is able to take down the Gigalith. Last Pokemon is Probopass. It goes for attack. I'm able to live it. Go for an Earthquake and lives on 30. I can predict she uses the full restore. Go for another Earthquake again. She has another full restore in the back, I believe. So I ponder whether I should switch, but I eventually end up going for another Earthquake because this thing does have another, the Olivia does have another full restore at the back. So best option is to go for another Earthquake to get it back to 1 HP. I'm not confident in my speed stat, so again I ponder. I think this Probopass is faster than me, so I switch into my Skarmory, absorb the attack, go for Steel Wing, take it out. Next battle is against Kahili. This battle gets a little bit tragic. I lead with Lunala because I need something hard hitting to take down Braviary. This thing predicts. I initially thought I could predict it switching into Braviary because I'm going for the second time move, but it does it the second time. I bring in Primarina and then bring back Lunala for the same position, and then it does the thing I expected it to do, which is switch into Mandibuzz to absorb the second time attack. So right now Lunala has the hard switch out. Switch into my Alolan Muck and then go for a Poison Jab on the thing. Poison Jab is able to do a lot of HP. Brave Bird does not take us out, and a Gunk Shot will take down the Mandibus. Next Pokemon is Braviary once again. Switch into Lunala, it can't switch into the Braviary this time, so I'm able to go for a Psychic, taking down the Braviary. Again, I have to be very wary of the experience gain because this thing cannot go over level 60. The Hawlucha Brutal Swings and knocks us out, so I don't have to worry about that anyway. I kinda might have forgot this thing at Brutal Swing, but whatever. We're able to take this thing down with a couple of air slash, no, not air slashes, but flies. Taking away Hawlucha, I'm next to Ken. This is really funny because Fly is able to avoid the Beat Blast while it is setting up, and the Z move also misses because I'm up in the air, which is really dumb from the AI, not gonna lie. Next Pokemon is Oricorio. I am really like worried because this thing could sweep my team because Primarina is at a low health. Primarina is able to live on in 10 HP, and we do take down KAHILI, but we lose 2 Pokemon in Lunala and Skarmory. We ace towards Acerola. Acerola, probably the easiest fight of the bunch. Switch into my Primarina. For the rest of the Elite Four, I used most of my team, but for Acerola, 4 Pokemon was all I needed. I go for a Sparkling Aria, taking down the Palisand. She switches into a Delmise. I switch back into my Alolan Muck. I thought this thing was a Grass type, which I think it is, but it might be Resist. So there might be a Resist going on there, I don't know. But I Poison Jab and take it down with a Crunch. Next Pokemon is Frost Slash. I know this thing is super slow, so even though I hit myself in confusion, it hits me with Blizzard, and then I hit it with Crunch. Sorry, that was my bad, that was going too fast, but anyway. Drifblim comes out, I switch into my Beware to take the Ghost type attack, and this thing literally cannot hit me. Its only attacking move is Ominous Wind, and since Beware is part normal type, it literally cannot hit me. So after a couple of brutal swings, I'm not necessarily worried about Aftermath either because Beware is at full health. We take down Acerola, and with that we have defeated the Elite Four.